Faithful Night, Obedene, Stone,
yes,
Kaboom,
yes.
Mitifie,
Bro,
Mitifie,
Kumasi niggas so bo, almost kura rap.
As a Stone, I am rap, the old rap be. As a Stone, there no ye.
Like Bini.
Now as a Kunta rap, Kunta was okay, but bro, second round, no Obede.
Okyeame.
Okay, be Makaboom say, Nya me pe, ne se. Mesum minyankopon.
Wo besum nyame.
Bro,
e wo Abrafour janshi. Sarkodie ti won ni abre rap say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Streeters Watching. This is the Loud Lounge from me, DJ Slim, and today on the show, I think I did an intro. The last time people say, "Oh, you say the man needs no introduction," but then later on you introduce the person.
Introvert 3 minutes.
Introvert 3 minutes is like, well, he needs no introduction. I mean, he came into my booth. He murdered it. But Yenyi Booth in the Crime Free is one of my favorite rappers. He's been a brother, a friend from the jump. I mean, I think both of us basically shot up into the system around the same time, and ever since then we've been each other's. I mean, we scratch each other on our back. We be each other's DJs. Charlie, that's a bar, man.
That's a bar.
And Charlie, a wonderful friendship, wonderful journey. His name is Kojo. If you do not know, Mep spell K-O-J-O. Now the CUE, and the Q stands for Can You Entertain?
Yeah,
people
awesome.
do not know that. It made me throw move for the record. Ladies and gentlemen, show some love to the man himself, King Kojo Q, and I call him the Punchline King. Punchline King is up in the building, and we're about to get into it. You're about room to find out the mains of the subject. My brother, welcome.
No. Achempo.
Long time coming, and congratulations on an amazing album, man.
Charlie,
I'm back.
Thank you.
It's a wild way of announcing your presence, and what took you out of the game in the first place. Then I decided to own you. Now boys in a rapping in Chubi, man.
Oh no. Me I know about. Now me per se me relax Accra. I just needed to refresh.
Okay.
Because someone said, the way I met Mr. Chorono, I have to use like real life experiences now that day. But I do think me quite want to me who say I say, I'm shut them my change. I'm in near Koso.
Yeah.
They have shut them on through like I'm writing certain things, but streets no so reflect this. And tell them I'm saying I'm relaxed like I can. I'm shut that. Me rem na me head na 1 4 years.
But this street no so. But about so never been na hu ye.
Charlie, so I change mom. So they are changing. They were not seeing they were not see moving. They were
niggas moving
nowadays.
It's crazy.
It's totally different. But Charlie, every era and how you understand.
Yeah.
For me, it just makes me happy, even if they don't recognize that they are sort of jumping off of foundations that were built by people before them. It still makes me happy that they at least can jump and reach certain things that we wanted to reach that we couldn't reach back then. Yeah,
and I'm glad you talked about that because you're from Kumasi, I'm from Kumasi. Yeah, casa is different, your culture so you're different. How we move, how we understand things is different. A typical example is when the Kumerica movement popped off. And you're trying to explain to a youngin that there was a Kumasi Must Rise movement that started. And out of that, I mean, the Kumerica sounds legit and people will fuck with it. Youngins live in Tiasi because they never experienced Kumasi Must Rise.
Yeah. So, Charlie, and no, when the continuity is broken for some reason, even when they are doing things, even when they are walking through doors that you kind of broke down or you made a little way for, they don't realize it. And I do not blame them. Yes, we can home. I thought it'd be a little distant, and you know, what's the major? I was like,
yes.
Oh no. First of all, who is on your shame, man? And he was approaching outside on style. Yeah, now I say, yeah. As I said, So
free
for our live.
A character trait be of a certain generation. I think the Gen Zs and even some of the millennials possess some of that attitude. I do not fault them also. Me who say be is also a character trait. But they are survivor.
Yeah, it's a survival thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's a survival thing because if they are, because I realize that I'm late 80s, so I realize that I do respect because if Satan no obi mommy to me be boo.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not the same.
And then random, that will be my random person.
Random nigga,
yeah. Obrafour do have the fear. Obrafour do have the fear. Obrafour be no have a kind.
No do have fear.
Obrafour is saying now
So I realize that respect has been relegated to the back, and if it's not somebody who's coming from a house, ain't still sad enough. It doesn't really work. So it's now evident on social media. You see how angry all of a sudden everybody is.
Yeah, facts.
Everybody is angry. Yeah. And Twitter is crazy. Twitter
Twitter
crazy. But with
a war zone.
But with the Kumasi background, I see somebody like yourself seems to be, and with your age, like you seem to be waving through some of this, because I saw a comment from a fan who was like, "Hey, could you kill Mami Chawati?" And you know why in the your reply was.
I just said before like I remove before, yeah.
What is it that Kumasi has taught you?
Charlie, I don't know. Onfa nyama being show Musa out there say you wait to it regardless. And I said, from now the crowd and you'll be na ba stop it I don't know. But I say we know I against obey you know. Kasana mo kasana there.
No lie.
It's like I think that even for Twitter, and none of my me survive what Twitter for this long because I am for say negative. Oh yeah, because Twitter way before most people.
Twitter, yeah, let's just get it right.
I think I was on Twitter like either late 2009 or early 2010. One of them. That's how early I was on. But Twitter will be about in phases.
Yeah.
Udi kaiba.
We heard
now I didn't. No, I don't. Because who so that's all first as who I didn't answer. No, I don't. Oh, I know some baby. Second one now bar now for a move. It's a bit early. Sometimes now follow back.
Yes. Follow train.
Yeah, follow train. Sometimes near ATT. So yes, I tweet like a bush opinion. Now man for can't move back a say and then now I don't know they build it. Yeah. Baby follow. Yeah. So I've been there for that long. And maybe say I've seen me hunipa say be a sensitive topic biba. No more can. I can stay away and watch it play out because Mekai and Kofobi or Hodoma in 2009, 2010, in 2011. Now I drink to set style.
Yeah.
And then we're drinking different. But don't allow the same growth now we're growing. So I grace now man for nyama or the grow. Don't allow the next person so then.
Yeah.
I feel also I change now like okay say like now me kai now adia okasa akoye now yes because now yes I don't be and also relax that but the Kumasi makes it easy for me to take adversity and not be bothered by it.
Fact.
I understand,
fact.
Then I betray me, And I think it's one of the things that sometimes people interpret, especially from Kumasi Ashantis, as arrogance or so. I said, I say, I'm man for a bit, mama. I'm man for Adrian say, Odrin said, "Oh, you nipa saying Obi fufu."
Meanwhile, so that's not the case.
And yes, I not yet. Just say what I say. Oh, you nipa saying me, oh, you nipa saying me. I say, "Kumasi nega me and family." They may sorry I no pa me na me now only pa you say me there. I just say like in my world I'm the illest.
Yes.
And it's a normal Kumasi thing to unima.
Yeah, you might feel the niggas here very cocky, but being cocky is a good thing because we keep preaching self-belief, believe in yourself. But if I believe in myself and you are saying I'm cocky, what the fuck does that mean?
It's just a certain confidence that my main show, nigga, I'm not crimes or bossy, but back Kumasi, and our very Kumasi attitude like Kojo Junior. Like as a like. Say obeko baby na say
nigga now or you true near there you know.
Yes. Yeah. As obeko baby na so mama and said you know just said me inside with there we know like where did other say like other niggas before me say we are there. But I just like the fact that me pay with interest or guys in me and that's
simple.
That's the Kumasi thing, you understand?
Simple. Well, could you accuse my special guest and then you man and I think one of your albums are any you can't find it in any of the stores. Has to be the Nona, right?
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, the mixtapes. Yeah. So I don't know. Me the amount for beats in a year. Once my first 4 or 5 mixtapes in now most of them are amount for beats. Maybe I or number kwa na to be an ya. Be a boy and no be a boy. And see because of I know intimate fan too. Yeah. And me who say even though it took some time for some people to start rapping like that. Me who ne says hatana misua. Enti me tell na asa me ho keka but
obia only bibia me ne pen am obi. I'm the only person who has that catalog. I've
Fatao beka say je kwa.
Okay, Fatao yeah, I know so but then for real me even unreleased.
Joy to you. Joy to that's why.
But those days were special, man. I mean, I'm talking about my first time I'm in Oshia, and I keep saying most of the time is day that you passed through my show on Radio Ecstasy. And Charlie, big ups to everybody that made Radio Ecstasy what it is.
Bro.
And the chem niggas don't know how legit and how
like, as far as like hip hop in Kumasi is concerned, Radio Ecstasy focus, ridiculous, bro.
Bad.
Like for like a certain period, Hip Hop Avenue, your show,
crazy,
and became like back when I told people to this day said me kaboom show, me cheers kaboom show.
Niggas
they don't understand how bit of a hot drop here, how the level and kaboom. Oh no, it was different.
People and some of the stars are near Accra, Kumasi. During that, well, I think we had lots of superstars, lots of artists. That where's this guy, Papi? Papi J.
Papi J.
Papi J.
Papi J.
Padasubola su studio ho.
Yes. Lazio, definitely. Lazio going at chill. Shout out to Lazio.
Man, shout out to
Lazio, Young C.
Young C.
Now Young C will hit me. Young C.
And what I realized that that time, Kumasi could block, not really like block, but we were so flooded with content, local content that external content found it very hard to enter into the territory.
Yes.
There were only few artists I think Asem and because links were proactive links bad down. Yes. And
not links how I think because of Okyeame so not more connection.
Not connection.
Internet on the back.
Yes.
And I think say later Sark also started for a car buy.
Yes.
Yeah, Pono especially. Kumasi love Pono.
I say this most of the time, Kojo, that I have a strong bond with Pono. But people do not know that before my bond with Pono, I had a stronger bond with Sark.
Yeah, people don't. So I want him from
niggas need him line.
I want him line.
So sometimes I think they and Sark Nation for go back and forth. And it's like, boys, no, relax it, pipe down. This is somebody that I know from Adiero, from Obidi in the Boca.
And they see it. Yeah, Lazio. So
Q, it was crazy.
Oh, shout out to
you.
Johnny.
So Johnny Blaze was a plug.
Yes.
Sound, Tema sound, they Timmy Kumasi.
Johnny Blaze.
It was all through Johnny.
Yeah.
And because Johnny wasn't only Johnny, our affiliation, so Johnny could. So it started from one signature tune, Slim. So it was supposed to even be a jingle from radio show.
Sure.
I feel by Slim. We need a girl that way that G straight. And the remix came out and it had Guru and Sarkodie on it. Yeah. And that was legit. Like that was real good. Till Guru came to Kumasi. Chairman back Kumasi said, I think we were working on a project.
Yeah, you get to work with like a bunch of people around a certain time.
I quite remember saying me fano and Loga Junction. You fall about horn nam inside horn.
What kind of Loga to say kind for?
I said, said the Metiasi. I want to get junction.
Yeah, I want to get junction.
I want to get junction. Fascinating, man. Guru ni nemwa to go to Saturday a studio no Kwadasu Bolasu studio.
Yeah.
So I didn't call
Swami
Bola so that's it. Yeah, Koshe hall, get tracks be near there. And that was when this song, you the rush.
Yeah. Okay, so I joined.
That was Charlie. This issue is really big. Yeah, sure said that for see it to be big. It was crazy because I recorded with Obrani. You remember that guy?
Mekadi no, but Minkano.
Obrani made me fine, made me you.
Oh yeah.
So we recorded you the rush last you in the bull beat in the Bibia. Oh yes, our track ni we and Chibia no Obrafour.
And then Kasebo.
And they grew Kasebo. And Obrafour top it up Kasebo with this song to Okyeame.
Yeah.
Obo drop us our track ni we the whole Ghana. The BAT Obrafour ni Okyeame Kwame. And the record that I'm on, like my record, DJ Slim featuring Guru.
Yeah. Produced by
Lazio. Me who answer you Neliki.
Bro.
Lazio.
Bro,
Lazio fucking me up.
One of the hardest niggas out here, bro.
Lazio fucking me up. So me who Charlie back.
And now Sane Kwame say you closing to Ombedwen say okra no.
Some me DJ official DJ for brothers. Enti ya de say Obrafour de say omu nua panyi. And omu DJ Akofa. And I play for Okyeame for a couple of shows too. Yo, bro. I have a Guru friend because it was one of the things that I think Obrafour person any Guru here. Lots of projects. Yeah. And Obrafour felt betrayed by that.
Yes.
And Guru was like, Charlie, Ubi I felt really bad. But those were the days.
Last year I say Charlie Guru, you snitch a guy.
Yes, snitch a guy. You did rush. You did rush. Obrafour, you did rush.
Bro, we're changing you no crowd.
Bro.
And I remember I think Guru, Johnny, and like maybe 6 or 7 Tema boys. Then I think it was one of the 4 inside. Okay, or more, no more. Nigga, be a hard one. Very finity.
TM.
Yeah, very finity. No, dim. No person or young, but no shada nye and young person. So I'm hard. Or money na buy na Charlie. On BC Lazio so when the bantam I feel when I was who am okra
no gidi pa me kaisa ba kumi so say there was another incident I could see what Sunyani Sky FM mo rush Lazio so kakra I think it was it R2Bs because it became a issue Tema Kumasi level B and these stories
to see. And the matter, Kumasi ne buy
yes.
Faithful night, Obedene, Stone,
yes.
Kaboom. No?
Yes. So on that faithful day, and we want to bring that issue back. Because they translate. I told the producers, we might go into, and it's right for us to educate the youngins on this one. That day, Oh, they say. Now, me first your reaction to this.
Me mom there. That be the day Obede solidify himself for my mind as untouchable for me. Because before that time, it was a conversation so like
Stone
Stone and then that's Stone when name kakra sen Obede. Because now Stone on the hit records now that they were after now you also moving here there. Oh, like Stone and then
Sarkodie as at that time not push grandma.
Yeah, not pushing my.
Not pushing my.
Yeah, not pushing my. Now I say like conversation you know say Charlie sack Stone there sack to me Stone no. Yeah, me kwase me kai say Saturday night na me take cafe. Take cafe on me browser no. Obi ayi night what actually expect say
Mutie entertainment show with Andy Dusty. Niggas don't know how legit Andy has been. Komuso.
Charlie.
Ras.
Charlie, I let me free studio na akọ cafe nti ba catch boys na say share. Me ba we see anwumre no. Kabu mu nyina all la de be yet time for no. And I say uni aba na me ti fie me tie.
Time for aba. Omo be rap o Kumasi.
Bro, me ti fie me tie.
Kumasi niggas so bo. Omo so kura rap. You ready be see.
Ana start say no. Na me ti me say Obede enyala no ntem say niggas na try no. When no him, when you say yeah, him so about any normal media rounds.
Yeah. True.
Yes,
true.
It's all about normal media rounds.
True.
It's over. How do know who say
Hey, abunche.
I say set up bio. It's me kaipa like the first time a woman he beats now or coin no. Now say or rapio, but now to me and who say I say shaky bio say then go for that much that now so on say omoya mesana. I know so na Kunta koe na Stone koe. Na minim yenti akunta ni Stone. I don't know why they didn't. Minim sata minim omunye close anti minim. But I don't know why they were not prepared. Because in me imagine no. Moko amunim say adi we ABC and sana Obede ba be mu say ba be see. Okay. From the home there sana.
Now sana okay.
Yes.
We are
me from a thing that me who say of course, and he does see a catch and so over the beba. BBC ABC. Because Kaboom he knew. Kaboom didn't say Kaboom knew.
Okay.
And to him say, Stone so him say via BBC. After na as a Stone I a rap, an old rap be. As a Stone there no ye.
Live any.
Na se Kunta I rap. Kunta was okay, but bro, second round no Obede.
Okyeame. Okyeame Paul. Osani ni teduerim.
As a Holy Ghost at Chakwa.
Osani ni teduerim. No prove,
bro. No. That day, me kwa miti feel lash. Or he lashed the whole Kumasi that night. Like, Obo my ema afi bi mu Kaboom say Kaboom bro. Me carry rap on to this Obi say Obi say period you like opa we am not trying this there. I be carry bi mu Kaboom say nyame pe ne say mesum minyankopon
Ubesum nyame
bro
ewo abrepo janshi Sarkodie ti won ni abre rap say
bro no that's a camera like from that day everybody in the cafe was like Charlie
I see
like that be the day Obede solidify himself. Maybe he doesn't know, but that was a day for Kumasi niggas. He solidified himself for everybody like yo, you can't touch that boy.
Let me tell you the truth, bro. So what happened was Yakobo show Obrekum. Sasho na Sarkodie also. So myself, Stone, Kunta, and I think I was driving or Stone was driving, one of us. And he call we drove Stone's car and he had a free Kumasi call Brekum. Yes, Topo, I was Sky FM interview. I think I have a picture. And that was when I got to know say Obede. Ebe perform was Sasho so we share any Obede didn't come out, took pictures and all that. I have that old picture. Near Kura Brekum or they could to hotel and where I could like near share the same way with this same way room way to us on the other. Before the show, me being a DJ, I realized that one, boy, now when you a lot of penetration. Because I was a DJ and I was in school, now more tech, more campus, more. It's me, go me supply, me what tracks, and me a guy, no. But there's that time near Benny CDs. More Benny CDs, and men on budget tracks, we know, call Benny for. It's on Bano, my mammy Accra. And I realized that most of the time, I call round joint, you know. No, my copy of the mixtapes in here, they are air fly. I'm a DJ, I play it on radio and I get the response. So I kept telling my G, say, yo, G,
you first it up.
Or the heat be back. But my people, and this is the fact, I'm putting this on record. Stone really never saw Sarkodie as a competition.
Yeah. Who and I too late. Like even me, I because I said maybe not so many. Yeah, so I know. Yeah. When in the beginning,
I know when Huna, he wasn't bothered.
I can understand him because at that point,
yes,
it be me self like I won't be as bothered.
He wasn't really bothered.
And that Stone Muslim was different.
Yes,
it was a little different from Obede because what's now more rapid here, but they had this. They had like the woman on lock like heavy, and it sounded like Obede was.
As a street boy,
yeah, street boy be as well.
Now, not be the SG, bad boy. But truly speaking, I had heard a lot of mixtapes. A lot of fans from Johnny. It's in my TT, Obede la baby, and I think he had one track be with Danswabian because most of the time when I get on radio, I say I'm digging into Obede folder. I can drop songs that you've never heard before.
Even heard.
But me tie the tracks be say no he has the potential the hiane mindset so show no this happened. I have my routine that I've rehearsed with the boys many flowking kunta your routines be about 3 until you drew depending on the mood of the crowd switch so a couple of minutes before we hit the stage and Stone Baba catch him say yo Slim Charlie I drop a beat and I'm going to be the baby freestyle stage. I said, yo, bro, it's a bad idea. I told me catch you flowking, bro.
Straight up.
This is a bad idea. We have bad ideas, but this
is a very
bad idea. Do not. Oh, that be I say, oh, we in here. We in here. Nigga was like, yo, they drop it. So I remember that time, now Lazio had this beat for I think Young C or so. It has some bouncy.
I remember,
Yo, killer. Intro before some brothers were performing. It happened in Brekum. God being so good. This is like 2009. 2009, 2008.
8, 9.
Not Twitter and shit. Facebook and your guy. Else you would have seen all these things before.
Yeah.
Bro. Nay, before fro. Oh, Jai.
And see you
whipping next started. They say who? Me team, that is me and brothers here. We had commercial songs.
Yes.
Until you bought 1 gallon. You bought 1 gallon. Rap with my minimum tea. Yeah, best say ho. Until you say ho nearby. So yeah, but you know, Stone cry and the voices. I think I'll be the also now be the also voices. So you okay on that day. Because you're free. So I think before we got to this town, Suyabua and Andy Frey, Godfather, and he does the Frey say, yo, Charlie, so Godfather, Angel. And I still catch him. So Andy Nena Casa say, Angel Entertainment show them so straight. So we did not even go to the house, straight from Brekum. And that incident, I'm catching niggas and they say, man, my moon rap. I told these niggas. Because I had seen it.
I think that the thing with Stone too is he believes in his source so much that he just doesn't realize when it is not the right time to make a certain move. Because we know Felix asked the all there. So
but you know that as at that time Stone wasn't really rapper.
No, he wasn't rapper.
He was the melody too.
Yes. And like he wasn't that's what I'm saying.
He has always been a rapper.
He did rap, but it wasn't bars. It was
it's not like the Stone now.
Yes.
Stone now says complete. Was now and I realized the transition that was time Akuntayari and that was
when he had to stand on his own.
Yes, that was when he started to say, "Charlie, Obrafour be drop a bass near the wicked." Because even as at the time Ghana was not Ghana count me and was Sarkodie and brothers, Stone wasn't really focused on rap giddy giddy.
No. He wasn't a rapper.
Because
I think the conversation started because also be the bar no twisted.
Yes.
And a Stone also so
Give Me Blue
remix the omo It's another man sa comparison even a buy.
Yeah.
Because then he says sa comparison is because not Stone yet that type of rapper at all.
Yes.
Yeah. Another
it was one of the things, the highlights of Tema versus Kumasi.
Yeah.
And Tema versus Kumasi, I was understand because
now niggas were maybe
me niggas were Tema.
Nah. So like, but what was the energy like in the studio that night?
Bro, not tension or the tension there takes out bit me the year trim. Caesar say trim. Not tension or and I'm sure Sack on that day be an out or no who say
must setting it up.
Not really a setup, but on also who is okay or Bobby introducing him to a community. And he had this relationship with Stone. Minim say it is hard these days. He had this relationship like a brother, bigger brother relationship. So Charlie Minu penny. So
I done it.
Of course, I bet done it. So
the game is the game.
Yeah, the game is the game. I mean, don't hit the players. Don't hit the
game. Don't hit the player. Hit the game.
Yeah. Okay. How? And most of the time, they almost share. There are times that Flo and Star could meet and they'll call me, say, that energy, I think media are also saying.
Almost saying, yeah.
Media are saying by pitching them against each other. Media no say, and then me say.
And I also think that
it also spoiled my relationship with Sack.
Yeah. I think Stone also bought into that, but he bought into it late. That was my problem with Stone, right?
Okay.
Now me when said time and now sa conversation here ripe now it wasn't car or jumping on it no. Or play no as
any idea.
Or any idea. I just say. And then by the time I was on there and I didn't saw jumping on no. Your man was so far gone that now I'm gonna be so a hater.
Yes.
Obi a on kind of asking me who is say
na ko ila
na ola be na I don't know man ko yes
controversies there be and PM Kumasi. I think one of the biggest also had to be Okyeame Kwame Obrafour.
I watched that on on New Day no. Me so fear. Yeah.
How did you feel?
My problem with that night is Kwame verse on Namatsida. Yes. Namatsida. So even though I felt like on that night he had the better verse, Namatsida Nintino. Nyasa energy no. Because I expect to say
was she finally
and I always say at times also, like I'm a huge Obrafour stan. I say it everywhere. Say Obrafour ne Emma Meden.
Reference, you know.
Yeah, I reference him like all the time. Huge Obrafour stan, don't get me wrong. But I be Kumasi nigga.
Yeah.
You understand? And
that must be confusing for you.
It's super confusing for me. Like, because these are two people, and I'm a huge Kwame fan too, because, and I told, like, Mekache Ebra Kwame the last time I think the last time I met him, Mekache said, that year when he called himself the best rapper alive, it was facts. That particular year, it was facts. Every single song that from Akateche to Georgia, it was facts.
No Osebe
it was facts. Multi-syllabic rhyming in Chi, it was facts. Bro, baby I Kwame Dibe Urano Satime. Bro, like
Okyeame has been doing futuristic rap.
About Fia now
Osake me.
Now dogs name back me. Me new piano hide me.
Give me space now, rush me. Me be mem now pa.
Okay, brother. Now, like and there was this Akateche that says your bad he did some. So for that year for me, and I bought the Manyong Sam album and I was blown away. Like that last song with Kwabna. I was like blown away.
Second verse of that song,
Charlie. And I'm a Jay-Z stan, and I realized that he's a Jay-Z stan too. Because I can see the parallels. Like Osomwanigu, Death Off Your Shoulder.
Yeah.
Midomana and Pema, girls. So I like
you could relate.
Yes, hello, mommy, excuse me, miss. So I could I found actually the first time I Michelle no Carlos.
Okay.
Now that I'm a studio boy, I saw him in Kotonsu. And to me, PSA I said, no, rem. I'm a freezy, and I'm going to say,
senior man.
I'm a feelings. I'm like, it was huge for me. Like, two of my idols are going at it.
That was big.
Yeah, so two of my idols are going at it. But I'm on Kwame's side because me who say, Obrafour, Ebestati, Bibi, and here.
Yeah.
He just came out of nowhere and started something. And I also am a Kumasi nigga. Like, the one thing that you have to understand about a Kumasi nigga is
we're there.
You understand? It might look to you like maybe I am not a Kumasi nigga.
Yeah.
Until something pops up where
that's where the
I have to choose. Then you know.
Yeah.
So for me that day I was like, okay, Obrafour and like. And for that moment in time, Obrafour, I saw already so go cast him. So Obrafour, they all Obrafour to ama a book garden in us. So a book garden in us. Obrafour ko told in ala or they shut them or they era.
So I had to defend.
Yeah.
Same way you said calling.
That's what you do. Yeah.
But then I'm a big Obrafour fan too. My first, let me boss your mind. The first cassette I told Riasi. First cassette my team Sika was Paimuka.
Yeah, that's facts.
That day me told 2 cassettes. I bought the Paimuka first and I told Katechi. Kiteki.
Oh, chill.
Me told no Tech Junction. Me told sa cassette in 2. Nam coffee, nam kuti. Me tie sa and later on I came to buy Reggie Maka. Me koto Reggie Rockstone cassettes and so I had these 3 cassettes and I can wrap my ass off on all these songs. Like all these albums, you know, side A, side B. I think I got Nyankonton, Okyeame Nyankonton album.
Yeah.
And I was introduced to something that blew my mind. That is where I fell in love with Okyeame Kwame. Okyeame Kofi, that sweet voice bia. Okyeame wo or rapo. Okyeame Kofi wo adibiyaso or rape, but or say swaggy at the same time. How does that nigga do it?
Yeah. It was
we try swap Benny, try me 30, we credit them guy no.
Yeah. No, sorry, beats. Okay, Kapusta.
Yo. So there was this thing and it solidifies it. No. We there I was called Okyeame side. Majiwa de intina me dane di dia wisa kofi feel
yeah. Me I got on Kwame later than Obrafour. I was on Obrafour first. Didn't really get into Reggie. I was on Kenya because Unum said the first superstar for Kumasi was Kenya. It wasn't. It wasn't any. The first superstar in hip life was Kenya.
Yeah,
it was nobody else. Obrafour was the first one that made a lot of people accept it, but Kenya was like the legit first superstar.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Facts.
So it was Obrafour, Kenya, and then just generally the hammer sound.
Okay.
Right, and then later maybe 4x4 because then they shudder. Like first we baby like top who's Kumasi for so the who's adding yo and then I then you almost can ho ti Kwame there say Kwame omo koi and omo back it's not me feel Okyeame nyom 1 or 2 because me cousin na still or album na Ethereal also no and then that should be
No, I think Nyankontong.
Show Kawakra, Brabentina, Fisekroma, Obi.
That was Nyankontong.
Yeah. So I used to play in the house. I like those songs, but I was not like deep into. And then they came back and they did the record with my Kojo and I like those songs because I like high life. So, but namen Sheno as hey Okyeame de rap.
Yeah.
Because now a very high life-ish.
Yeah.
I know ne hamakoye.
Opabene. No, Opabene.
Bro.
Opabene. Okyeame na the bofu. I just feel he was angry.
Bro.
Na BB cause one in life. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
na BB cause one in life. That was crazy. 3 verses. Opabene. Me Opabene.
Ona hamasa every day.
I say kopem me say Ghana for be mama golden mic no. She said the ma be the pele golden boot no. Me jaya manyum fun akumu. Yo.
Bro.
Yo. That was crazy. And it's like
ridiculous at that time.
But for Obrafour, I think the influence of Obrafour so nyai hip life more is also
it's huge. Yeah. Obrafour
for influence. Let's just be as real as possible.
No, it's Obrafour.
It's Obrafour.
Yeah, that one is facts. For influence, it's Obrafour above everybody else. Yeah, for influence. And I would blame it on another conversation that we're about to dive into because of he was based in Accra, and all these other people were
in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country, and that means, and even now, still the means of communication to get people's attention. Still, I mean, Accra and FBB, I know to happen to baby. Yeah. Because
I mean, everything in this country, Accra is like the hub of everything. That's facts.
And we Kumasi niggas have this attitude. I have the right to say it because I'm from there.
Yeah.
Yes, me all right, and the producers. Let me say this shit. We tend to not to move out of our comfort zone. We don't like to move out of our comfort zone. And most of the time we might dominate. Niggas need be a very like legit.
Yes.
Legit, very, very legit to Kumasi and
legit to Kumasi. Feel say be for like me catch niggas I don't want to say for a certain period of my life. Not area sing na banter macro from ebia makoka krebia honjo vienentia na bibi mamio like
life ni na
bibia na kegitia na ebia me race akoje shada bi maji shoes na ba omo maka nyina nka ho nti for sa cycle no niggas feel me
we okay,
it's done.
That's it. And Kumasi will make you feel that way because they will Hodu. I think that is where most of our problem started from. That is why now it is say you would see something from Kumasi, but when you go there, you pay close attention. There's so much talent over there. Well, niggas were on social media trolling Achipalago a couple of times, and I'm like, Muni Machipalago.
Dennis Buck.
Muni Dennis Buck, the realest. Like, let me look at you.
Dennis Buck.
Let me look at you guys in the face. Like, Muni.
Dennis Buck. Bro, I was recording with this Nigerian guy called Okyeame. Shout out to him. And a General J. Saturday more. We say, I'm recording more FNF hostel.
Idolizing.
FNF hostel. You're the first time I share Archipelago. No, Sir hostel. Then you may be almost to a party bina. I don't say as a Nigerian for no, my band, international, whatever.
Yeah, international students.
Almost to a party bina. Idolizing niggas in the bed. As a 4, as a 5. As I borrow a party and I say, I bet you German 4 phones.
Oh, funky.
Then he's back by himself. These niggas though. Okyeame man started by recording on the whole for free because of that.
No, niggas.
He's back by himself.
Oh, only niggas pound for
by
pound.
himself. It's like, it's funny, but on say, send a street culture tieno. Obi anfani oye ni nra ho.
It was oye for.
Yeah, then oye ne. I just say hi, now you fine. But what are you doing today?
I'll tell you something about Palago. One time in Vienna City, there were 2 incidents before the Bija issue. He was with Shatta. No, Shatta came during that time.
Yeah.
And what also on the flip side. So AMG guys be by Kumasi. And it was a party with Vienna City. Mimi pay free. You wanna boys Jina Charlie. Say boys ni be hu. Palago no more Russian. And no more doso. Couple of doso AMG4. No doso. Me move him beside because if it was me, I would run. The first instinct was it was
niggas endorse there.
Niggas endorse it was me Ghana.
Maybe I have a tobacco could be now as we're free.
Kofi Dennis never back down.
No. Like I don't even have a personal relationship with him, but I'll never question his gangster because
gangster.
Because that night was it was different.
There was another incident of a guy and boys be an omukra jabiana omopeso omuji lady be of Vienna stretch. So you know Palago
be Vienna there.
Nigga a gun. Okoji 2 only the by Vienna. So I've seen and so when people on social media and like
only one of the things that happened when Asaka but in the crowd,
that was fun love.
Yeah, not even that one. But one of the things that happened when Asaka started coming up and people were like, Kumasi for Africa, we must say copy American gang culture and I say my nigga say, bro, because me when I was coming up, Ashton had Wu-Tang.
Yes.
There was Al Qaeda. Israel for
niggas.
Yes. Anna Oslake Grand Silsa. One of these niggas,
Junior Mafia money. Sambad money. Yes, the Bash and Nash.
Bash, Nash, Sun. Shout out to Senior Man.
Senior man.
Yeah, Senior Man. Shout out to Senior Man Spirito.
Seniors Nyabo Mudino.
Yeah. It's, like, it's...
The gang culture has been there.
Like,
it has been a part of us.
Okay to us, we make us say,
no, we saw guns very early.
It was regular shit on Bantama Street, say.
BAE2, I say.
Not PB, I catch him such a niggas no more, I say. Like it was normal thing. Mostly safe. It started with like magazine mates.
Yes.
Magazine mates first. And some niggas say magazine mates and some niggas say other things cry. And I mean Brony mon just say Brony or ton a morning upon bed 2 a.m. Sunday. Night be. And you're my pie, my tea, being sour horse, many say
physical.
Like, someone says, at time they're not sick kind to sick kind. Yeah, so, be a man for one, so my dear drone, a man for someone say, serious. So, not to glorify it or anything, but we grew up on that.
Yeah.
So, when it started popping up and people
were questioning the gangster level of Asaka people,
where people are like, this, it was kind of funny to see, like, this is who we've always been. The problem is say now phobia for a long time.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that we did not kind of leave Kumasi. Yeah.
Fact. Yeah. And I had Kweku DMC in the same chair that you're sitting on and was telling me that Slim the way Slim to be so near the other. And like if you're not part of and I won't story now, and you're watching everything unfold on social media. Most of the thing I felt like maybe Asakane Achiparago, I felt it was just fam love. It's like
Kumasi ni I wouldn't say it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Wouldn't say we to myself share niggas we know motivate beach and now chili cool that's a no lie.
Same thing that is happening these days. Is a Kalbanga Kanasem Yaltogo Kanasem. I met Jibad a couple of days ago. This uncommon here, but I'm like, bro, do not be surprised if So be share some niggas win because that is how we roll.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
It's just what it is. It may be a issue be naba. I've never seen musically people get beef in
music and it bleeds into
in Kumasi.
No.
Even though boys, Bia was squad.
Yeah.
Bia on the terrain near there.
I've never seen it.
History moody
It
be my.
Yeah.
But fast forward, I mean, still talking about some of the greatest happenings and in our city, and because our city, shouts going out to Bia who could relate to us the Kumasi and the Kumasi culture and how we even saw Accra. I think our migration to platforms and is selling or spreading the good works of Kumasi should have been a movement that it wasn't kadada and ketimi akoso.
Yeah.
Although these days we're doing much better. Yeah, we're doing much better than before. But I would advise that if you have some form of skill, just get to the right platform a bit to push you because it's still the same. It hasn't really changed. It hasn't really changed that much.
Yeah.
As much as Niama be as a Sanya, for you were lucky enough, say Uber School or Accra. And what's a light skin boy? Oh, that are big features. So it was easy for people to plug you in. Light skin boy that have your check glasses near there.
I slotted right. That's a Saturday grab and check glasses.
That's a
check glasses. Me check glasses from maybe late 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or early 2014. Yeah, that time I check glasses.
Oh, okay. But Uber system.
But because of I'm light skinned. I'm light skinned and Brofone so kakra.
Yeah.
I think that me buy and I'm a forecast and me
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want to do first.
Yes. How normally you can do me to like because of the me
Yeah.
So when you hear my name, okay, Obrafour ding to any other fancy. Yes. And I'm like, nah. I'm from Kumasi. So I realized that now because I'm from Kumasi, me the bro focus I'm from Kumasi now. And niggas in Jindi. So I am switch fast. After I'm just I switch out mouse say and I say man say na lie be na me the mouth. No one say
the more back to
back.
back
to back. No one say but still no more per se or attribute certain features or who say cool no.
Yeah.
So the fact say me matna dance so kakra. You sabi DC boy, then that be why.
That be why.
And like now DC no matter now how many years now. You understand? It is all kaya head nod.
Yeah.
Make I say Kumasi born DC boy.
Yeah.
So Obe Kaipa that first head nod. Make I say Kumasi born DC boy.
But
yes. But me who say as a niggas and I say me yeah na sa nti omo pese omo che so de omo ho bia DC no. I'm saying nah nigga fuck that. It's after na me and I'm so me nim DC asem kwa.
Where you from?
Yeah, Kumasi.
How has it affected you? Because there is also that political side of that conversation where you know that and most people in Kumasi this is like the conversation. Yeah, what they
I think as much as that is there, as much as the politics is there, politics is everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, obi anyini wa ha no ne niggas ne nyini ya. So they also Kumasi no be free outside bar on dog you niggas ne nyela no. It be the same way then so be
exactly.
But I think say no, especially back then, exaggerate
facts.
Ne kakra.
Facts.
Because now problem no see a culture shock because imagine say menyini o Kumasi me Mako as basic, Mako my first state kakra, Mako do presby, Mako Babakas. Meaning say me a guy, see me others say me a guy.
Yeah, we a guy.
Nothing my bank can I say and can I for no person much say just for the fact that so free Kumasi nti as on your guy. I say now then I person check.
So what stripes so? What any stripes?
Like
baby street so.
It's no for the first time I bet shock you say all of a sudden I am the butt of the joke Like in my city, like you niggas are the like. All of a sudden it's me. It's only to me out kakra.
Yeah.
It's Uber back to Kumasi. I say as a niggas no more.
When you're real, that's your move.
Child, when salala no lie. And see dog your mom. On say yes, yeah. Dog go quick. Yeah, they say you need time. They have a patch off of you. Yeah. If you don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you too. It's cool. Near moving on. But because of school until now, I also met Snaha regardless. So staying here for a while made me realize that that's not actually. It's not as deep as that. The politics is there just like everywhere else.
It's not really.
Yeah, like the minute you do something that's dope that they can stand behind, these niggas actually stand behind it. It's not like
real. That is what I've seen.
Kumasi where John, like
it
doesn't matter. On say a nipa ni mwase.
Yeah.
So as a and I quite as Yaku Eco stays now no John or no so it's a holiday. Be beautiful woman no act like us now John other than no as also movies as now you live. It's no you never okay or why I lock you. Be anywhere baby man. A bit change, you know. But I know Oba now you lie no money so I said, yeah, when you're at props, no. And you know, me movie Gakamuza like, okay, movie when you move, I niggas near accepting that.
I swear.
Yeah. It's now they are me and say, me GI niggas no. Now you be on my tour. Like school for no, I'm back tour, I'm call Western, I'm back Kumasi, no, I'm call North near the other. It's almost stop you or North, yeah. Now me click with school, now my conform.
Okay.
Performer, I'm the Omoko studio first. If we studio, Nasa I know my friend, niggas no, near Kotina baby.
Entrance.
Yeah. As a pine toi, a confirm.
What you say?
Yeah, say Kasa. Now say they were so fascinated with the now last you were Chicho say your Olympus and there was Amantes.
What you say?
I just say your Kabuji. It's Nina I agreed. It's like to this day, like my nigga and the Boroko. As I say, it's all quick for the BBR. It's after some best school. Niggas do me. Another Samantha's for almost like that. That's what I feel. Yeah. So it made me realize that all you just needed to do. You are new to them, so you needed to kind of prove yourself.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. You know, for us there, Charlie.
Oh,
that's what we do. So yeah,
all day.
Yeah, so we need to lose that. If there are still people there, and I know it's Kumasi, so I know there will be.
Yeah,
there are still people there that have that kind of mentality. Once you lose that, and you come here and you are yourself, and when we are ourselves, we do dope shit.
Yeah,
right. Like Kojo Jr. like this, I'm always like giving him props. That I love the fact that. On Mahamich and you senior to say
real 100%.
And you realize that they love that.
Yeah.
You understand?
For real.
So just be yourself, come and the same level now training but sure niggas be accepted.
Yeah. You've said like you've representing like what represented for regional all your life.
Yeah.
And in all your songs, right? Every album and our project, you say something about Kumasi. You also say a couple of serious stuff in your songs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can go political, large niggas on that side. But there's one thing that you said that was highly controversial that I felt I slide in. And I'm for and pay attention and maybe I'm share my space and I'm dress as me share my space and I'm dress as okay. One of your songs there was this line that you say boys and they say TMA and I have punchline. That was virtually around the time people were calling because you have the title Punchline King.
Yeah.
And you've been dropping crazy bars and crazy punches, and all of a sudden, people started the conversations. Oh, Sarkodie drop a punchline,
and like, I won't even lie.
Was Sarkodie the target of that line?
I'm not even me. I won't even lie.
Yeah.
There has been times because he's been a top nigga for so long.
Yeah.
And you're a rapper,
Yeah.
you know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's the top nigga that you're always like.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So even though there's always kind of been the respect level, at certain points in time too, then it's like you for make into not say
you also
and you realize that he's also such a dope nigga and he's also such a real nigga, sir. And also, how it says in the streets near that day. Like it's a randomly wabe drop it midi on you be one randomly na. I also say be I won't see, but he has to yes only like he's I was having this conversation with Serial the last time, right? And I was telling him that Sarko always have my respect because for where he is at and what he has achieved, he doesn't have to be as hungry as he is. Like he's still getting on records looking to be the best rapper on it. Like what trust I don't know, but still now. And what that shows me is that he has a love for the arts.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, no, you're rapper like.
So or you're rapper. What is a beat? Echo.
It's super evident.
I didn't know Uncle Baby.
It's super evident. I think that line, it was around. That's an old line.
That's very old line.
Yeah, it was around that era. We were still also in our
beef
Kumasi versus everybody.
Yeah, Kumasi. Yeah. Do you guys know boys? But for punchlines and new cattle, my bow more seho. Now I'll put you in a tough position now. On your record, you had Kweku Smoke and Strongman. 32. That has been one of the highest conversations in our country till
at the moment. Yeah.
Till date, record what deal is here is one of the hardest thing. Kweku Smoke, Strongman. Who choose why?
You know it's not gonna happen.
No, but there's a gun to your head.
I'm dying on the spot. But it's two solid Kumasi niggas too.
Yeah.
There's two solid Kumasi niggas. Omumu biya Adea or Shani.
Yeah.
Strongman is in the side vein in the sense that he's a rapper's rapper. Right? Kweku Smoke is a hustler.
Yeah.
And he talks that hustle talk.
Yeah.
And he free hona. Oh yes, I lie. Now Kweku nyumbi as a ha.
I relate.
Yes, he's lived that life. Me personally, I listen to more Smoke than Strongman because I prefer when people talk about stuff as opposed to just rappity rap.
Yeah.
You understand? There was a time when that was what I liked. Yeah. But I am not going to sit anywhere and say I think one of them is better than the other. And that's not even because they were both on my project. That's not even because I just think they're like two different animals.
Before putting them on project, what was it like? Now, why being said? What do you want? Two separate songs? But you were aware?
They were on separate songs.
They were on separate songs. But were you aware of the rift between them?
No.
Now you're aware?
No.
Okay.
So
then I your information.
So I did not have my ear to the streets. Like I was gone for a bit. I was not even listening to a lot of music or a lot. I was not tuned into what was happening in Ghana at all.
Okay.
It's just my back business now. The few people I'm doing PR and stuff for now, because I didn't even want to be tuned into music.
Okay.
I was gone. And Strongman, around the time Asaka started coming up.
Oh, okay.
Before like things died down and before I went on a break. So it was a song we had recorded before.
Okay.
Yes. Anna, me said my baba kana me tietie no man. Anna boss, BKC. Sunday me Kweku say Charlie. Right now, street up there, Kweku is one of the hardest people. Okay. I don't even say me tie so I me feel because when just how I need be na me pay.
Okay.
But I remember old Kweku Smoke stuff.
Okay.
So I was like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Like I was like, bro, are you sure? Yeah. I'm not sending me. Let me see. Like, hard. Like
Then I'll tell you.
He's talking that it was a project before the Playman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bakubi say, oh, Ugusi bisa say yeah.
Ultracity.
That record.
Fanboy Messi so me live me bomb me bra.
Yes.
Ejren when no pay
Yes.
And if you money adre one.
Ultracity. And like it's just so real to me. And so it made me feel it when you talk about Rosa when it's street state. It's you know or me tea no na me na me record be or her.
Yeah.
Me need DMC here for projects, you know.
Okay.
And DMC is one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite rappers at the moment.
He also says the same thing about you.
And I didn't even know that until I heard like that. He showed me love so I could tell, but I thought it was just because we are kind of both from the same places and know the same like.
So Bokum boys, Bokum.
Yeah, Bokum. And I think I found that out later. Accra.
Oh, okay.
And they're buying and say Ansana Akata for bed dropping no. They be no be me if you be on a Sunday me DMC and I am say obey.
Okay.
I'm say no obey no more than I'm going to yes on your Kenneth one day yeah. I know Sunday me I'm so Sunday me either obey or BKC or Sunday me DMC link be Medan or car if you owe me tell the boys you don't know me me yama dia me showbi say Anna meet ya na
too raw
like I can relate
too
like life be all can be like I can relate I'm like, oh
street
shit.
talk
Yo I fuck with this shit like king size not say live I'm like oh shit what is that king size in there
Masa
London Brown
between London Brown
no more London Brown okay I don't know all the Pamoke VIP center.
What did I say?
I said, It just happened. I was just mind blown. Like, yo, this guy's talking that talk.
Yeah.
So I remember saying, I actually tweeted that time, like, bro, there's a thing happening in Kumasi right now, and again, you ground that Charlie, it's
crazy
over for everybody.
It's over.
And Chena Kata for wearing.
Oh, okay. But before that, now they had like I don't know if you listen.
Off-white.
Place of Kumasi, City Boy, no track me toka, me tutu.
They no crack, tubu no.
Also me toka, me tutu.
That was way before crack.
Way before.
That was way before. Yeah, but I didn't tune into City Boy then. I tuned into Kweku first.
Okay.
Into Kweku na mama beti
Squad Naka
no.
And
City Boy is just fly. Like City Boy is just like you know,
guy.
We call bank and Kwaso. Like it's just like super fly. And he's talking about stuff I can relate to. Like I just say, the Skype. Anyway, after I see what I saw, like you like talk that talk, bro.
And then
talk that,
And City Boy, me too good, me too full.
Me too full, like bro. What are you talking about? For me, you know, when the thing now became big, the conundrum always for me is because I'm from Kumasi too, I know
you
that
feel it.
Sometimes if you fuck with something and you're trying to make niggas feel like you fuck with it and they do not know you like that, they tend to think that you want to ride on the wave.
Oh, okay.
So like unim
yeah.
So I was in the beginning I was actually I was a little at a loss. Because I mean, even to do a drill song, I was at a loss because now me say, hey, niggas say Bia. As a Kojo what's it? Midana Charlie, the wouldn't say as a Kumasi nigga. The last thing you want is for another Kumasi nigga to think, what does it? So I was kind of staying away from that. And shout out to Benewa. Benewa Complex UK wanted to do a feature on Asaka Boys. One sorry blew up.
Okay.
Kinda. And Tibinewa and Ekobans were the ones that were supposed to come to Kumasi and cover the thing.
Okay.
But they needed somebody.
A plug.
Yeah, they needed somebody in Kumasi who could sort of translate.
Okay.
You understand? And I offered to like sort of help. But I didn't know how I was going to be received. And to make I call Benewa apartment or not DMC Abadada.
Okay.
And me who no signing nigga been in but that sign nigga na the broken man stays not sit around the street where
Oh, okay.
and the other that nigga has a minimum. Also like Scorpion almost side on it and a very broken come on. And I was like, oh shit.
If he
So then it felt more like at home. To me, because I didn't quite call on no more or more bobo near the identity. They were also almost trying to say BBC. But boys and this was almost as in cophobia, but I'm the question there and to more young line. See later in the night now say me stepping in at church or Momo say oh
like we say
and a corner and Sanso at the bar the be yeah mamma near the other you didn't come on near can once and I think say the next day no mucha start shooting. I wasn't even there the next day. And see, it was from then that I even realized that
DMC is from this side.
From this side.
Okay.
And now I get why I relate to him that much because like we are both from the same. That day, Crawford, Scorpion, my enemy didn't come out from Sonia. And I'm so
senior man,
he didn't come out my BBI cool. And then I realized that the one thing that I guess I'm not super conscious of. Is how much other people who came up on the scene or who are coming up on the scene in Kumasi listen to me. Yeah. I'm never really conscious of what the type of influence that I've had on people.
Oh, okay.
And to me, on to say me she will be over and say, hey,
Jack.
Now me tell how.
Yeah.
You know, I can't tell. But that day, I felt happy.
Yeah. So at least somebody that's
And then later I said who say Reggie Cra Reggie OG. Now I'm in the browser or Marco and that's I mean if you for I was on money obligation only nigga was and I go where legit now for Kweku say okay
so the original design of the song was supposed to be
me and DMC.
Okay.
Because me and DMC we had already recorded one.
Okay.
We've recorded a song for my album.
Okay.
Yeah, but recorded in 2020 sir.
Okay.
It's not me share DMC and I say nyom na here na live ben. Enti na sa mana kwenti. Me we na say o we dey o say me ne bibi e de beto outside na catch on say me ne onyum bi am pese me ne to so na dey. O me fa say na me send no. Ti me send na so otro rap ni do be o ya be wie no. Ana ofrem say anana na 32 no 2 ho asem na o kan. So na da bi o 32. I mean, you say my throat to pass. I'm so
32 rounds.
This niggas need me how street. And how the money coming in my home. So
when would they go throw to?
Hey, they come out from work. Why me say? And son of say, or you and I'm say because he's talking that talk, I'm talking that talk. Then. Smoke will be perfect for this record.
Great.
And see, boss cry na me man. Na many smoke crank kasada.
Okay.
Until I heard the verse, na many smoking the incomoda.
Oh, okay.
Boss na me man hella smoke. And I smoke say, oh, Charlie. Oh, cute, right, cool. I know ucha verse na to no heading on the Sunday.
Nice.
So how na boss friend no say, Kojo, smoke a Sunday verse no, but I send more.
Problem get to
I say problem
problem get to
and I'm still problem bay. I know some what them they send though.
Okay.
I know the Sunday me. So the Sunday me no. Honestly, me see the first time no. My drink cry and shut down because I didn't know the genesis of the thing. So still I was let me friend I don't say oh then no say oh
one tea had
or the say Strongman was something. Yeah,
shit.
that line. I'm so I don't know so only Strongman will be that. I'm so
more chinchine time
for me.
Yeah.
Anna, for me, you know, it's hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So it's acceptable, say. Obi be Tony Jobs at Obi Nedian. Same day, Mimi Jan China will be Tony Jobs, and you lie.
Yeah.
But the problem was. Many Baby Bash so you're very close.
Yeah.
From way back when. I think we were close before he even started working with with Strongman. And also Strongman war projects na so.
Yes.
So I felt like say
what drop on the blind side
Strongman anymore. It be fake line at my mind.
Yeah.
But verse ne so there.
And you're gangster.
Verse ne so there na me pese me ka che Kweku so say
On Sisano.
on Sisano lie. It's me ka say me friend no. Me friend na ka che na. Verse now dropping it there hard, but nipa no. Minua ana minua no.
Yeah.
Enti no, osa me project no so. Enti anya de say metima drop verse way without say me ka che no. Enti say we okay with say me ka che no dia. You bet me keep. Onye okay dia ne.
My
sandwen ho bibi fofo. Oh, ono nimpa say me ne omo yeku nti na oyes an. So nim so omo beti. Yes, that's how hard that nigga is. Like also
smoke one too.
Yeah. Also, na me nim say BKC but me nim say mo nyina na. Me nim so beti don't worry. And how cry. I'm so
and they're fine case.
Let's. And I'm catch me so na me say then na say so nti.
Oh, na say very stubborn.
Na say so nti asem ase.
Very stubborn.
Enti no, me say then ya BBC. But na me expecting to say
e be call silent. Okay.
Enti me catch boss say on cancer na say na esi. Enti o catch na say na say so normal nya like bia. Today me drop in no sia. Ana boss ekobotire no.
Oh, okay.
He was just supposed to tell him say
maybe say
nasty.
Okay.
Ana boss kobotire no. Ano enti boss kobotire no say he was willing to let it play out. Nanko no and lie. But the fact say
what ye dear?
Unya no, the fact say unya akane maami asem no. Was the Kumasi in me inti no. Uni news no man funny serious I was like uni news yeah like normal like just beat I just say and we're like was level man check was who watch
now bonde boko
I say it's me man fan but man fan serious and a boss so koboche the week of the release.
Oh shit.
And I say frame no say and come na slide you but unya ka o mama asem ne de senyom ne drop it na within like bare 8 hours on reply on tiase into on can share me say mama nyinum ni free we nso de but the oka share me say opese reply into me sending the beat no
on so be gina so
initially quite no say me man engineer nyum na so bi kai I'm saying no there and then me yes am anya fair to smoke because me ne
yeah.
Me di nyum ne ho nkomo no man kan che ne say
ono so be gina so
so that's number 1 and then number 2 nyum ne so Sarkodie DSP ni ada there we na afi na me ko for almost say ni there enti no there it's na me ka che ne kwa say opa the verse na wa ye no ba ko no so no
consistent mo
no
na ko on
my mu ye obeka
okay
and also no sabit na no pe
na
say
nana
say sabit na no twa video I say me twa video send me video no send me nyum no me twa video ni wi a
ko studio akọ
record anopam de besendo
enti
no kwa me ka say sa nyum no kwa man send it
okay
2 days later no friend say
chama
na don't say nyum na
ma we hu de
and I say as I say because they say when invoke say I can't ma me ho asem nti say ma mama na anya de opese oye ma ne ho ato na am na kwa say me flat to say
yeah
so I say me chance and I me can smoke so di nkomo nti me say smoke no he's ready for anything to enfane ho
okay so not terry na set
yes and I me descending no so try na de to so na so it used to be na service na the smoke here na no yeah pepe don't say smoke o kana say kakra no I say unya kakra no asa kana say kakra no sa na no so yeah or this is the kakra no kana say kakra no sa to no it was I think those first 2 verses
but how as like a big brother to
the
these,
2 of them
the 2 of them was it something that came to you as a shock?
I didn't know how deep it was until Sarkodie know with Nasa about or coming at me once. Okay. In the beginning, I thought it was just a rap thing. But Nasa feel is about Wuni knows no. Because I thought Wuni knows the yeah. And see Ophelia and my mom said no, like it's actually deeper than that. And in the I'm not quite live, but unsu nim say
rappers you good here. I know
yeah. Even aside rappers you go no. Ebi about man kwa na net sir. Minim say the na sitie wo.
Kote Aija.
Minim the na sitie wo amakom. But Bantama there. Say two niggas back and forth now. OG ne catch on say hey Jano and Tia
be a mom no more.
Also be a mom. Ubi a mom no more ya. Omo bro omo bejai. Omo bra mutimitim. But at least oma yama nigga no ntimi no hu say. It's from then on a bit my abu akwase but because you ntimi na hu so ntimi. What I say?
Who is a senior man?
It's me who say cause the conversation that I've had I know Nasa more than Smoke.
Yeah.
It means that Nasa don't say that.
Yeah.
That's a chance. And the conversation I had with Smoke too, I realized say also another very stubborn no to be a case. So I just had to let it ride how it will ride.
But have you made any moves to solve that issue? As a big brother?
No, I think where it has entered right because right now I feel like Smoke has spoken about Nasser's kid. Mm-hmm. I draw the line there.
That is
me personally, I draw the line there. Like yeah, so I think if anything is going to happen in terms of fixing stuff, it has to come from Smoke's angle. Because you have to leave the kids out of this thing. What's the emergency?
The wife and the kids.
Yes, the wife and the kids. You leave them. Like, leave the wife out, but even that I can understand in Kumasi terms, because sometimes he bleeds there.
Yeah.
But the kid, yeah. What's the emergency?
Yeah, Kumasi pop culture, the Abuakwasi, and normal. Your terms, you realize that. Oh my baby, only problem every single time. Apart from mama, your Abu Abiba.
Yes. Jimmy or John. John Kima.
John Kima was seeing ban. Oh, sir, go ahead, so I don't personally beef ni formula.
Yes.
That is when this thing happened. I think I organized a couple of spaces, X spaces B, and people were like, "Wako deep, Smoke, I could deeper too much." It was saying, just like you're saying, and some were also on the defense like beef the formula because you realize that Strongman so medical, you know, ubia girl be money
yeah. But and also medical at the bar first, and I think that is a part of the reason the consensus also tilted towards Nasa winning that battle because of sending medical.
So you feel Nasa winning medical on a medical battle?
That's the consensus on the streets.
But who would say?
Nasa benefited more from that.
Reason being?
By miles.
Reason being?
Check even his YouTube before and after.
Oh, okay.
In that battle, Nasa was the underdog. In terms of popularity.
Okay.
Not in terms of rap. Nasa on the stripes free KFM. What's the emergency?
KFM rap battle.
On the stripes free KFM rap battle.
Yeah.
Where we need KFM rap battle, we need next big thing. In the stripes, not they free that. But in terms of popularity at that particular time, medical was way bigger.
Okay.
And in those situations, when two people are evenly matched lyrically, the only one that really wins is the one who has a lower profile.
Okay.
Because on that, you be asem no na the profile na crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the chance?
Okay.
Even Sark manifests the same thing. You be asem no. It does not matter what Sark will do when it is done. Manifest has benefited more because he will have more people coming
to see who.
Now as an area champion as a nigga be as a Budo Tife as a nigga be fully out. But the unim Budo that and then you like be but nigga now. Yes. So in my opinion, from that angle, Nasa definitely benefited more. Yeah, Nasa definitely benefited more.
Well, Loud Lounge now, that's the conversation is deep. Yeah, mini medical and.
But because I did your case, man, my friend, so sometimes I'm in your cool. My friend, I'm catching us roll, Charlie.
On Chile kakra.
On Chile, because really all solid. I mean, so solid. The see biano.
Yeah.
Young training.
But medical, it was just miscommunication. There was a lot of miscommunication. Most of the time, yes men, niggas, around artists, you know. I know more come no more picky so many things, and I knew Strongman beef in the buy, and I knew what was going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Because I know the man made medical issue.
Oh, okay.
So check this out. It was my birthday, and I'm on radio. So at that time I was on YFM.
YFM, yeah.
So me show, and like most of the people, artists they pull it through, and Strongman pulled through with some gifts, and I did him come money at there, and that was virtually around the time that they had dropped Trumpet, and also Jack, senior with them, but I said, wish you happy birthday, and I say, and I'm sure, and I said, dear Jack, thank you for showing me love, and he's one of the rappers I've supported. I could personally travel from Kumasi to Accra to come and support him at GH1 studio.
Studio Honum, yeah.
Now me call Sunday Bia.
Yeah, the whole Kumasi was behind him that because
Strongman, and Strongman KFM freestyle. Now me can't judge
yeah.
To me back crab support no, and if it's my birthday it pops up Charlie didn't come
cool, yeah
didn't come on or say oh senior I be have me I say because you say boy be a friend of medical and we tweet say or more trumpet no so no apart from Papi Kojo and T-Flow our Muneli the rest could have done better
bro that's say the whole kind of rap was there that on
no hano into abase Oba be catches akwa no say unya ni Jimmy no ne ade. I'm like, yo, as at that time na me share medical that I had never seen medical but I had heard his songs and I fucked with that nigga. Now me feeling medical so much say on radio if you call me say poof poof.
Yes.
Now watch it so swag,
yeah.
So that was the type of love that I had.
Because you love rap. And you love rap, so especially when he came first, even the Connect song where he was like, yo, that shit was hard.
And the first medical first track I tell was a feature with Chris Swado. Line B. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kumsa. Me din the medical upa bisa. So I had genuine love for medical, but then niggas are not one in China. I catch any say DJ Slim to radio so do at them.
Oh,
so that was where the miscommunication started. And I think that night, that day, no Kumasi, and I was doing a party with one of the nightclubs, and somebody hit me up and was like, "Oh, Charlie Medical Day Town." I'm saying, "Oh, for real?" Jack and Mumpe contacted me, meet me.
I reached out, yeah, and
they gave me Flo Deli's number. Now I'm free Flo Deli say, "Yo, G, Jamie or party we say, I like you guys, Charlie Michelle. I would love to see you guys." And I was okay, then we'll link up. They never linked up. And I think later on, I got to know, the next day, right after the party, Namisa will show up Labadi Beach. And I was supposed to fly with my guys. So we got to...
Yeah, because my guys at the airport assembly.
Yes. So we got to the airport. They drew airport on, and I DJ Azonto. Azonto any DJ. Sad time, no. And I had worked with Azonto on Prime FM in Accra. Like during the test transmission, the Bobby or I say near there. So I knew him, and when he met me, I was like, "Yo, Slim, Charlie, Brown Bishami artist, no, Makachi and Kwanam's artist, man, was medical." So he was sitting down at airport or waiting, Kumasi airport or waiting. I had on these headphones. He was listening to Charlie medical DJ Slim. All of a sudden, his demeanor changed. And when I say medical, I be way they radio top way they diss me. And I was like, not really, bro. I was like, not really saying. I don't know how you sell out to. You know, say honor there. For Kumasi,
if you call out my gangster, what happened?
Question me gangster. What happened? So that was where, Niamaka Krebi, say, Kosoba. It was all love. I think it was just miscommunication. It was just I never on any day, although after that Miss PD Miss PD, because we sat in the same flight and I was eyeballing him all the time. The last time he said he was okay, so I'm showing him was I'm showing him pass. I'm so but I realized that one thing out of that situation, is it brings out the best in everybody in that situation. So I do support beef. I just do not support it when it goes overboard. Like myself and Asaka boys, J-Bad. Tracker me, I was specific saying that they are my people. There's no way as Akwada Edunsogu Naswa na Oko Tiefigu Naswa Yimcha. Because I know it, like they are my people. We are just having an issue on Adia Bakope and we can solve it, but I'm just responding to let you know, say, Mensu, are they wrong? That is it. It's not that I do not like you. And I think the younger generation do not understand like the difference between I'm having an issue with you on this bottle.
Yeah, but you still be my nigga.
You still my nigga. I did win a menfa. Yes. Younger generation in Tiasi. So okay, some menfa bottle ne dia any Babylon. That is like where that. So I'm sure most of the beef made lots of beefs. Lots of beefs. Kojo has been one of the artists that so far who beef. Why is it say unyanyi beef for streets?
Charlie,
lyrical beef we are on.
Yeah, I think the closest I got was probably medical, but he didn't. It didn't. The dice didn't drop, and even now I thought it was arranged, but he had arranged it with Shika.
Okay.
And Tim said, not only say a baby pen and paper.
Okay.
And Tina only Shika be libi.
Oh, okay.
But a baby share pen and paper. Now the Shika so near that type of person. That's me. Now me be him, and it just didn't. And this was before, NASA, so it just didn't move.
He moved,
yeah, like we would have done something. Because it was fun. Like, I think my main problem, and I don't know if it will come off as arrogance, is that the main issue I have not really had any back and forth with anybody is two things have to make sense for me to want to do that. Number one, I have to really respect you as a lyricist. And for respect, you say, oh, Charlie.
Oh, yeah,
this guy they rap.
With my baby.
You understand? Yeah, or like me respecting and say, oh, movie. And two, I have to feel like it's more beneficial to me than it is to you.
Okay.
If it is more beneficial to you and I have more to lose, and family.
Okay.
I just keep it moving. So that's it. Because what people know me as right now, they don't know me as a confrontational battle rap type of person.
Okay.
So as a chance, yeah. Who they own him and go for him, but and you be ana him sir. And and serve me in any way unless say you be when you say nigga we or rap it and I mean you say nigga we so no or buzz.
Yeah.
So like so with the medical thing I was excited about it because I really did I still actually do love.
Yeah.
He's one of the
lyricists,
rappers, like I still do love. Like he has mad style.
Yeah.
He has mad style. He's entertaining as hell. And he is one of the few people that seems to kind of be from my era that has the same sensibilities as Brad Kevin and the people from that place. So I appreciate him on that level.
Okay.
So I would have loved to do that.
Yeah.
You understand? And at that time too, he did his bar, even now, his bar is bigger than mine.
Yeah.
So I felt like, it would have been fun. But I am fat.
But talking about beefs now, your own Amrado and ALJ.
It happened during the time that I was gone. So unfortunately, the only thing that I know about that is the when he was on Nanama's show, and then I just know the memes and stuff, but I didn't really like pay attention to it. Yeah, I didn't follow it.
But so two rappers.
I won't lie, right? I think LJ has happened at LJ's rise or whatever it is happened at the moment when I was gone.
Okay.
So I missed a lot of that.
Okay.
You did, Bob?
Okay.
I was probably one of the first high-profile artists to give him a feature.
Okay.
Because I remember I was on what's the name of that show? I was on where was Sammy Forson before he
Why?
was on? No, it wasn't Why. He was on some other. They were at Live
FM. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I was on Live FM, and I'd gone to do an interview, and when we were done, Sammy Forson told me, Charlie, some new cat that's coming out. He did rap pass. And then he played me one of his records.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, Charlie.
Yeah,
because his flow is like, he catches like incredible pockets. Like, yo, Charlie, this guy is dope. If he gets something that he wants me to do, make you run on my way.
Okay.
And Simon was like, yeah, you get something, be safe, I won't make you, yeah. So I remember we did me, him, and Strongman or somebody did a record for Sammy for. I think me, him, and EL. I've forgotten who else was on there. Did a record for Sammy Forson.
Yeah, I think L. Yeah.
It was L, yeah. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And then Sammy sent me, it was either Sammy or somebody from his team sent me his song to do. But then I didn't really like the beat, right? But because I had already heard something and I liked it and I wanted to do something for him, I elected to do the hook.
Okay.
For the record. And I did the hook.
Okay.
And then I think after that, for my brothers, or either pen and paper or for my brothers, and then it was lost, and then I took my hiatus and I was gone. Sure. So I missed a lot of his. Yes, I missed a lot. I'm just now coming back. Yeah, I'm not coming back, and I'm actually now seeing conversations about, oh, this is the guy, like, he has punchlines, he has this. So it's now that, I think even the day that I did this thing, people were like, oh, that was the comparison that popped up amongst the people around. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's like that? Yeah. So it be now where me they can't pay attention to.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it be now they can't pay attention. So I cannot give you a fair assessment because I know Amrado longer. I've known younger since he be a Z. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know Amrado younger. I know him longer, so I cannot give you a fair assessment. Yeah. But I hope it has been better. Like if I could sit down with any of them and talk to him, the only thing I would tell them is when those situations happen, what you should be looking at is how to take all that attention that you garner from that situation and make it benefit you once that situation is done. Yeah. Because honestly, when the beef is done and people say this guy won, that guy won, the rest of the battle is harder. Yeah. Because you have to make hit songs. Yeah. Nobody's going to invite you out to come and perform beef songs. Yeah. You understand? You have to now build a community of people that can come and stream your songs, that can come in. The only thing you manage to do with beef is tie your legacy to that person forever. That one quite risky because it means say younger J Grammy, they will come and remind you say
beef.
Johnny Garden yes. Sit down here. I can't want to compare so it means that you have to like stay on your toes at all times. Yeah, I think the person that really understands that I have seen is Strongman. Like he understands that perfectly. So it's like what Mati Flow got back since I'm free show on one gap. Yes, because on him said, so my flow movie Jan Pet. Yes. Nice. So it's either that thing you guys are doing, it's building the attention and making up moving, or even if you can't make up because it is real beef, use that attention to now build the whole community for yourself. And do you understand what I'm saying? And then benefit from it way later. Like, I think Manifest did it beautifully. He did God MC.
Yes.
Sark replied. He did not reply with another rappity rap song.
Yeah.
And I look at me.
100%.
All eyes were on him at that time. You understand what I'm saying? Took it to a different era.
Yeah.
Now, whenever you say Sark, you have to say him.
Yes.
And then he's built a community too.
Yes.
So that's, for me, that's like the only thing that if I had to speak to them or any other person that's doing that I'll tell them.
Well, for talking about shows, you have For My Brother's concert.
Yeah, I have it For My Brother's concert coming out 9th December, Saturday we are Nubuke Foundation. People have been asking me to do this show for such a long time. I was trying to do it during COVID now. I'm way lockdown till now.
Okay.
Yeah, stop it.
I think For My Brother's project in Ankasana Yadibia as a chairman for is quite personal for a lot of people.
It's very personal.
For rap fans and Kojo Q fans, they are very, very personal.
Super personal.
And so and anything I would choose to dean For My Brothers, of course, you have a new project out. I didn't know I'm back.
For My Brothers.
I didn't hear For My Brothers.
So the For My Brothers, from Mensa, who's also one of the people that I always looked up to. Line be all kind of because now if you say he has perfectly described why I make music. Or they say that this won't take us to the Grammys and the Oscars, but showing the Oscars and the Grammys, this is For My Brothers. And because I'm like, this is why I do what I'm doing. I'm trying to tell our story. I'm trying to make music that people like me from where I'm from can relate to, and it will help them in life. It's not really about
getting
winning this thing or going to do what. You understand? Yeah. So it was always in my mind that I think we had already even made the For My Brother song with Juice. Okay. And also one song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know there are another. I haven't said it anywhere, but I'll say it here. And it was always in my mind that one day I was going to make a project. Yeah. So when I finished making this project, I was like, it fits. And that's why I called it For My Brothers.
And I Juice the end timing.
Yeah. So Juice the end was before. This was before Mr. Easy Baby Blue.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hey, shouts going out to Easy.
Tosin, yeah.
Tosin.
Many no beef they say, but no lie. Beef. Yeah. Like it's serious though.
For real?
Yeah, it's real shit. But we'll talk about that later.
Tell me the story first.
Now it's real shit, so I don't want to talk about it here. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it later. And since that time now, Jews also BBNZ. So Alvin felt like we need Jews. So let me see what happened. Even and you remember assigning me to BBNZ, Jews knew be now on feature me also na me rapper also.
Oh, okay.
So it's a synergy be on the project.
Okay.
It's near the project, not this F my brother.
Okay.
Anna or this beat in the by that me so first For My Brother song now. Most people don't have it, you have it.
Yeah.
And yes, I don't know. And I'm a fast Mensa line. And it is a thing that is done in hip hop. I can say a Reggie Rockstone line without saying this is Reggie Rockstone's line.
Yeah.
Jay-Z does, everybody does it. You understand? It is expected that if you are a hip hop head, you know
you should know where it's from. Yeah.
If you're not a hip hop head, at least it's introducing you to another angle. And if you ask about it, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, it was personal to me because I idolized like Manson so much. He was on my first mixtape at BBNZ, right?
Yeah.
Like Mensa is one of my Mensa is in the top 5 for me.
Yeah.
Obrafour, Kwame, Mensa. They're all in that top 5 for me.
Nice.
EL2, right? Yeah. So it was huge for me that Mensa likes what I have done. So I remember I told Juice to play the song for Mensa before we put it out.
Okay.
And Juice played it I was not there, so let me report it. Juice told me he played it for Mensa, and Mensa said he's okay with it, so we should let it ride.
Okay.
I figured drop it, you know. And you want to drop it, me mentions, One Love. Hey, you Kojo, why are you stealing men's lines?
Oh shit.
But because I love the nigga so much, I thought, one was just being playful.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, Charlie. When we started me feeling to maybe And he's like, nah, like this is not jokes. Why have you stolen a person's line? Everybody knows you as a lyricist and you have stolen a person's lines and
oh shit.
And so I went into Mensah's DMs and I'm like, oh, Openyi, and I'm so okay. Because Jews are catching so butcher on the end there. And he's like, oh yeah, Jews butcher, no, you're cool. One day, I'm dog and one day, son was there. He just messing around me. I feel me, I say, still one that's here. Now me move it to one, I'm say, on the time, I'm say, why they do this thing? But the person said where the line from. I talked to him, he said he'd be cool with it. Now one go talker. He say, you think say if Mensah was cool, I will be doing this.
Oh.
So then I went back to Mensah and I was like,
That's what Ukomani receipt,
Yeah, so I went back to him like, Brap, and you're like what's happening? And then now Mensah was like, when Juice played it for me, I wasn't like all the way cool, but it looked like you guys had put the rollout together already. So I didn't want to stop your flow. That's why I didn't stop it. But my people are not comfortable with what was, and they feel like you should have sampled my voice so people know that it's me.
What?
Slim, me can't be answered. Me free me bear and young till now. And you know me, I'm a solid command. Nothing shakes me like that. I say me and she means inside them. Because I'm the only person in the world that I'm a person who feel this anyum.
What's Mensah?
So be a quarantine can Mensah so solid that. And so Casa on par or Casa young sample the voice in Shema. I would have been so happy for Juice to actually sample the voice and put it in there. That's all I wanted. But as a waka so
shit.
Waka so you cool afi. Me akwa me na begusa so boss man halfa. Waka so you cool afi akwa ko yesa say now you cool but and for me in that moment it was like if it was like that's how it is out here. Alright, cool. And I left it. One Love was still tweeting, telling people, now we are and people have Kojo Cupa where they still lyrics. Because people too are not the like solid guy. Bro, Sana Jono, my wife had to give me that sleeping pill where your friend is saying. He had to literally give me that for me to sleep. Because I was just so disturbed. I was like shaking. I'm like, why? The niggas we are like why Mensah would do that? Like of all the people in the world, like if like I'm one of the people who since I got in this game, me and Papi Kojo, since we've been in this game, every day we pay homage to hip life.
Yeah.
Every single day we make sure that we give respect to the elders.
Yeah.
So why would these niggas like do that to me? As opposed to the niggas way that they act like they never listened to people before.
And still,
you understand?
You niggas, they lick them ass and things.
So for me, I was like, So I was really disturbed. I had to take a pill to actually sleep.
Wow.
When I woke up in the morning, Papi Kojo was actually the one that called me in the morning like, now the One Love with Jimmy and I beef and I catch him and I'm saying, so One Love, they called so a timeline, so One Love, as we read lyrics. It was the next day, One Love was still tweeting.
Still?
Yeah. So it was then that I moved to him like, why is he moving like he doesn't understand hip hop? But it is done in hip hop. And then I started quoting like, this guy did it.
Yeah.
Jay-Z does it all the time.
Yeah.
Ja Rule does it all the time.
Yeah.
And then now he was like, you can't hip hop out for Ja Rule. It's okay. I won't talk again. And then he left it.
Wow.
And then he left it. And then later he came and he said that he did that because of some situation with Jews and also because I think he had done a verse for me and I didn't put it out or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Yes, but that was after the fact. And he had done 2 verses for me. The first one didn't make it onto The Shining. Okay. The second one was supposed to be on that Juice project. But after that night, we shelved that because Juice was like, fuck these niggas. And so that, like, he had a very dope verse on some record beat for that project. So Juice like throw that song away. We are not, you understand?
Oh, shit.
So, for me,
but relationship need to say CCA.
Oh no, we don't have a relationship.
I say.
Yeah, we don't have a relationship. I
still,
even his last project, my company did PR for him, and I was actively involved. I'm still a big fan of the music. I still love the music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any beef.
But
what's the mention? But I don't think we ever, the reverence is gone.
Mm-hmm.
What's the mention? I don't think it's ever gets back to before.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the mention? It's like, I said, oh, nigga be, I said,
we are done a partner.
I said, oh, you know, I said, oh, big brother or Befi or no, a guy soon be out. So now, you know, best step streets, no, I don't. So I said, like, I said,
we're disappointed.
How can you deal with baby now for so I said, John, nigga. Like,
yeah, you feel disappointed.
You feel some way. So for me, it can never reset because our reverence is honestly gone. I don't think it gets back.
Yeah.
But I'm still a big fan of his music. I still think he is one of the most talented musicians ever. I won't even say rapper ever to come out of this country. Like most innovative. That's why in the double O when I said that sometimes I feel for Mens, he was too ahead for his own good. He was just too ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
You understand? But now we say if we catch up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Talking about reverence and idolizing one of our godfathers and all that. Some of the people, and this conversation popped up when we were talking about the Fela Kuti situation, how we could be able to expand and extend the conversation around our superstars. You have had your fair share with Mensa and Timmy. Sure, say as it stands now, you know, but you still do well by referencing a couple of songs and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's the love for the music and the love for his place in our culture will never change just because just because we have this doesn't mean that all of a sudden I disregard how legendary that you are. But it just means that on a personal level, it's just never,
And I think that is good. At least you still would keep his name in the conversation.
Oh, definitely, as much as I can.
Most definitely. Kojo, Charlie, as we wrap up, Charlie, I say congratulations on the album. How's the album doing?
Yeah, it's doing well so far. Took a little break because I have to kind of focus on the concerts.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's doing super well so far. Ghana for beef, pa.
Ghana for any beef.
Yeah. I know my mom said I said, oh, I don't know more say.
But beef then a beef in the album.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I need beef because like the song, I went on TikTok and all of a sudden, various videos have been made. 32. It is now. It was trending on Shazam.
Yeah,
it's entered the top 20 Shazam songs.
Wow.
And people were like, I'll see somebody in my mentions. Could you keep I don't know, two niggas say cool or records and that. I'm like, nigga, I say
Kauma.
Yeah. When you know Kauma, but what's now? Yeah. So it has been. I wish it didn't go where it went to where. But then at the end of the day, when two people are fighting, nobody you they can't make the rules, and you're boxing. Yeah. So
it's street.
Yes, I hope the two of them can, in the same way that NASA and Medical have fixed issues, that they can fix it at some point and actually do something bigger by way of collaborating out of this whole thing. And Charlie, I thank them for the entertainment that they provided for a kind of almost a resurgence.
Yeah. The conversation about rap is still
it's still
around.
So,
and that's why sometimes we'll be decided so free game and we'll say, because we need to keep it active. We need to keep it active. Well, I think when we were setting up our YouTube channel, one of the things that we decided to do was to do the booth session to bring the conversation about rap back. And thank you for entering our studios and blessing our microphone.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, bro, I remember I called you like this was before I even decided I was going. I told you that, bro, I'll come.
Yeah.
Because we have to,
Your unfinished business.
We have to show them.
Your unfinished business.
I mean, Jai freestyle here for like a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we have to show them why.
But that is your session is one of the dopest sessions. I really enjoyed it, and shouts going out to all the YouTubers when we break down, and shouts going out to Headless YouTuber.
Bro, Headless, yeah, I was shocked.
Headless YouTuber, man. Charlie, your breakdown.
Yeah.
There were so many lines. I remember crying. It was flying over my head.
Until he did the breakdown.
And people caught me some of the time. But Charlie, thank you so much for gracing our studio.
Thank you
and
for
thank you
having
for coming to the lounge.
I also want to say this live
that
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
And what you're building here. Like the first day I entered here, I told you, like, it's not, I don't think people get it. It's not easy to uproot yourself from a place that you've known your whole life, come to a stranger's home and try to build. You understand? Like it's not easy at all.
Yeah,
it's not easy at all.
Yeah, man.
They don't get it because this is always their home and they've always been here and they've done stuff. Yeah. But when we come here, we are leaving everything we've ever known, everything we love behind to try and gain some grounds.
Hope ni peace.
What I say? As I say, like niggas be all cry and can drink and you to be as a more pine to him cry. Only I cry. But you have to build. You understand? And I appreciate
thank you so
the
much,
energy so much. And
thank you, bro.
Can only pray that Charlie bigger and bigger and better and better. I know the minimum all day.
What I say?
Yeah.
That's what it is. When I enjoyed every bit of the convo, Charlie, if you have any comment, just leave it in the comment section. We'll do a comment review and then some of the things. Baby, I don't see piano. Bisani and show. But yeah, wrap it up. No, Mambusa. This last question is a yes or no. Mibusa, DMC. This question. National Bash.
National Bash, that's an easier question for me.
Okay.
Yeah. National Bash would be Bash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't ya?
Oh, it's an easier question. I think not Bash is stubborn more. Listen, the fight was really between Bash and Sunsun.
And Sunsun.
As I said.
But
not Bash, not Bash is stubborn more.
Yeah.
Nash is more only so a hard guy, but on as other one to say
Nash is cool.
Nash is cool. Like Nash is approachable. Like me randomly having a one who Nash. I mean, senior man there. Bash was more like like you look at him from afar because Charlie
Basiru attack.
Van Damme, bro. Bash ne Sunzum. I mean Sunzum like Bantu on it. No ne chick bina na mijna sayo hosa no ne chick bina. Squad dinechi no mo Bobby Basana. Chick ne Timberland bi na akwa bi ti aso on. Hey chick ne si esi na so. Enye no chick said o si akwa na so no. Senior say rata hana so me bore e chiro ga carry. Me di me bia ba ko me pass.
I mean hana me no me go da. Na wiase ewu.
Yeah, so Bash definitely. But shout out to OG Nash.
Budo ni Bozin.
Budo.
Kai, bokum for akasa.
Easy, bro. Home support.
All
day.
Support. Well, everybody, DJ Slim, thank you so much for watching this session. And in fact, for subscriber, for Amaz record subscriber and me a subscriber. Now, if you put on the bell notification, we have lots of content coming to you from Street is Watching. On behalf of the team here at Hit to Make Sense Studio, we say thank you. Thank you so much. And I say, we are out.